Next news, breaking news.
What do you do when your deepest secrets are about to be exposed to the entire world? Well, if you're Democrat Eric Swalwell, you panic, you lawyer up, and you desperately try to silence the FBI director himself. Well, right now we're learning that Congressman Swalwell is in full meltdown, firing off cease and desist letters to Kash Patel as the FBI prepares to release what sources are calling salacious files about his intimate relationship with a confirmed Chinese spy named Fang Fang, the same man who sat on the House Intelligence Committee with access to America's most classified secrets. And now, the walls are closing in. You see, this is not just another political scandal. This is about your national security. And think about it. A sitting United States congressman who may have been compromised by a Chinese intelligence operative had direct access to the most sensitive classified information our government possesses. The names of our spies overseas, our military capabilities, our vulnerabilities. And Nancy Pelosi knew about this scandal and kept him on that committee anyway. Let that sink in for a moment. While you were working hard, playing by the rules, trusting your government to protect you, the Democrats were protecting a man who was sleeping with a CCP honeypot. Now he wants to be the governor of California, the fifth largest economy in the world. What kind of access would that give Beijing? Your family's safety, your children's future, the very sovereignty of this nation could have been compromised because Democrats put party loyalty above the country. And they almost got away with it. Almost. And speaking of national security threats, it's stories like this that quickly remind us how things can change quickly and how important it is to be prepared for any disruption. When foreign intelligence operations are potentially compromised and political figures are scrambling, you have to wonder what other surprises might be coming our way. If any major disruption happened and you couldn't get to the store, how long would you last with what's in your house right now? I know you're thinking about it. If it's less than a month, you need our friends at My Patriot Supply. They're America's #1 preparedness company with over 3 million satisfied customers who understand that self-reliance is true patriotism. Right now at preparewithgary.com, it's linked below, their best-selling 4-week emergency food supply comes with an additional week for free. You get at least 2,000 calories daily, real meals with real ingredients, no artificial flavors or colors, and a shelf life that's measured in decades. Get your free week of emergency food at preparewithgary.com, because when the next political bombshell drops, you'll want to focus on the news, not worry about your next meal. Now here's where the story gets even more explosive. Swalwell isn't just worried about old news resurfacing. He's terrified because the FBI Director Kash Patel is pushing to release files that reportedly contain details so damaging and so salacious that Swalwell's legal team went nuclear with cease and desist threats. Sources tell ABC News that FBI agents are working through this entire week and the weekend to prepare these documents. So ask yourself, if Swalwell did nothing wrong, why is he trying so desperately to keep the files sealed? We have this. Despite the Chinese spy scandal, Swalwell remained on the House Intelligence Committee thanks to Pelosi and had access to some of the nation's most highly classified information. Breitbart reported that the China puppet Joe Biden was hiding the classified report on Swalwell. Swalwell's classified information, despite the espionage concerns, has stirred the frenzy. Now let's dive deeper into his controversial ties. Eric Swalwell faces renewed attention over his past interactions with a suspected Chinese intelligence operative. The background: Swalwell was previously linked to Chinese spy Christine Fang, otherwise known as Fang Fang. Officials said that she attempted to build influence with local and national politicians. Here he is talking about it.
Bureau said over 10 years ago, all we did was help, but this effort to weaponize the FBI against the president's political enemy at a time that we are at war shows a distraction. It shows an obsession with going after the president's political opponents. And it also shows anyone, anywhere who would ever be asked to help their government, why would you do this if it would be perverted in a way to make you look like you did something wrong?
So as you heard there, Reid, Swalwell denies any wrongdoing in this case, but some of his supporters and other Democrats that we've heard from are expressing some concern about this. Even though the initial investigation did not result in any charges against Swalwell, there are people who are concerned that releasing any kind of potentially damaging information that was part of the investigation, part of the documents that were gathered as part of this investigation could be damaging to Swalwell, as he is obviously a vocal opponent of President Donald Trump, and he is also running to be governor of California.
Perfect timing. President Trump, thank you. The FBI not slowing down as they prepare to unveil files that could shake Swalwell's political aspirations. Now, we have this from ABC News that FBI agents will be working all week and through the weekend to prepare the Swalwell files for public release. California Governor candidate Eric Swalwell had a relationship with CCP spy Fang Fang.
News is learning that the FBI is getting ready to release old case files that could taint the campaign of one of the leading candidates for California governor.
Yeah, this case involves a decades-old investigation into a suspected Chinese spy ring with ties to Congressman Eric Swalwell.
ABC 7 Eyewitness News political reporter Monica Madden is here now to explain why some people are questioning the timing of this release.
Yes, Kristen and Larry, keep in mind that Congressman Eric Swalwell is a longtime foe of President Donald Trump. So Swalwell says this is why he believes that the case is resurfacing now with his candidacy for California governor front and center. Congressman Eric Swalwell slamming the Trump administration Monday amid reports the FBI is resurfacing a closed counterintelligence probe into him.
We are here today because of absolute nonsense.
The records relate to a decade-old investigation into a suspected Chinese spy who previously volunteered for Swalwell's 2014 re-election campaign. Swalwell was cleared of wrongdoing, and House Republicans closed an ethics probe in 2023.
This case is closed, but this effort to weaponize the FBI against the president's political enemy at a time that we are at war shows a distraction.
Swalwell did not directly mention the allegations to reporters in San Francisco on Monday, but stressed the political implications.
Trump and Patel are trying to interfere in the California election. That's why they're targeting me. I'm the only name in the race that they know, the only one that they're threatened by.
House Judiciary Democrats coming to his defense, with ranking member Jamie Raskin writing, quote, "This is plain weaponization of the FBI for partisan political purposes."
The irony is that this will probably help him more than hurt him with the voters that matter in the upcoming primary.
A vocal Trump critic, Swalwell is a leading candidate in the California Democratic primary for governor, which ABC 7 News insider Phil Matier says might be advantageous.
For Eric Swalwell, having a Trump attack like this is actually bona fide, that he is a legitimate warrior, that he is really battling, that the Trump administration fears him. It's a one-upsmanship, and that's why he's touting the fact, rather than getting into the details of what might be in the investigation, but saying that the investigation is in fact the story itself.
It's not the first time the Trump administration has gone after the congressman who led Trump's first impeachment. And Matier says it likely won't be the last.
We're going to be entering that second part of the race where we've done the niceties, we've said our policy papers. Now it's time to get personal, and that usually means mudslinging.
And sources are telling ABC News that the agents have been working this weekend through the potential release, but there's been no timeline on when these documents might become public. And keep in mind, that move would break DOJ's long-standing tradition of not releasing any records in an investigation if there were no charges pressed. So we'll have to
release the files. Release the Fang Fang files. Swalwell's desperation is clear as he scrambles to silence critics with cease and desist order, but the relentless push to bring his dealings with the Chinese operative light continue unabated. Swalwell panics, sending Kash Patel cease and desist letter as FBI director pushes to release salacious Fang Fang files related to his relationship with the Chinese spy Fang Fang. Oh, remember this?
Congressman, you referred to Elon Musk as a fascist at some point and alluded to him being a national security threat. Do you see that more of a national security threat, you sleeping with a Chinese spy, than transparency in the federal government? What are your thoughts on that?
He is wasted.
What are your thoughts on that? What's Fang Fang think of that?
What are you doing?
What's fascistic about exposing government corruption? I mean, I know you're just at dinner now with a bunch of lobbyists. You know, they're buying you a bunch of booze, and you know that's awfully nice. I know you were talking about, maybe finding somebody else because you only like to fuck people that are 10s. I just heard that one too. So what do you think about that? Do you want to comment on any of it? Elon Musk is a national security threat, but you sleeping with a Chinese spy is not. Is that correct? You don't want to comment on that at all? Looks like guilty as charged.
Guilty as charged. Release the files. So I'm going to tell you what this really means. The deep state protected Eric Swalwell for years. The Biden administration buried the classified report. Pelosi ran interference. The mainstream media looked the other way. They created a fortress around this man because he was useful to them, because he was one of their most vicious attack dogs against President Trump. But that fortress is now crumbling. Kash Patel isn't playing their games. The Trump administration doesn't answer to the swamp. And those files, oh, they're coming out. Every lie, every cover-up, every compromising detail about Fang Fang and her favorite Bang Bang Congressman. The American people are about to see exactly what the establishment's been hiding, and Swalwell knows it. And that's why he's panicking, because guilty people panic. Now, the question is not whether Eric Swalwell had an inappropriate relationship with a Chinese spy. We already know that. The question is what else is in those files that has him so desperate to keep them sealed. What did he tell her? What did she learn? And why did Democrats protect him for so long? So share this video right now. The mainstream media will try to bury this story just like they buried it before, but don't let them. And since you made it to the end of the video, here's a message that not many people will hear. This was set up just for you. Text raw feed to 844-840-4963. That's how we defeat the algorithm. That's how we get you the notifications that you actually ask for. When YouTube fails you, I will not. So make sure you text raw feed to 844-840-4963. I'm not going to spam you. I'm going to send you notifications probably once a day in the evening. You'll get a nice wrap-up of everything we've done so you can stay informed. And make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. Make sure that notification bell is turned on so you never miss our coverage. Now drop a comment below and tell me, do you think Swalwell should have been removed from the Intelligence Committee the moment the scandal broke? Yes or no? And while you're at it, check out the Next News merch shop below this video. Pick out something you like. I'm sure you'll find something, and wear your patriotism proudly, because the truth is coming for Eric Swalwell, and there's nothing his cease and desist letters can do to stop it. For the Next News Network, I'm Gary Franchi. Stay informed and stay free.
The system controls information. Information control is power.
They don't want you to see this.
The truth only survives together. They don't want this shared. Share this now.